So what we're doing now is we're going to change our dies out to a different size radius block that we need to bend to the certain specs that we're working on now. So we're taking off our previous die that was in the machine. Sometimes you gotta put a little muscle into it or give it a little pry. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of torque on these hydraulic machines, so some of the dies get in there pretty good. So right now we're going to put on a number 16, which is a 1-inch tube bender, 1-inch die, 1 inch by 3, which means the radius size is 3-inch. Always check to make sure that your sides are matching the size of your radius. And we have a winner. Lock your die and your clamp in place. Make sure it's set to your mark or your measurement wherever you want to bend your 90. You want to make sure if you're bending on you're bending on your zeros, you want to make sure your mark is at your zeros, or if you're bending at your at the center of your 90, you want to make sure that it's lined up with the end of your die. We'll show you how to do that in another video. This is just to show you the basic mechanics of the hydraulic bender and how to set it up properly without getting hurt or messing up your tubing. And rule of thumb, when you're dealing with this stuff and it's giving you a hard time sometimes, to just make sure that you mess with it until it's locked in properly. Don't rush and think that it's going to be okay. These things happen. There we go. Just got to find the right. Sometimes the swing arms all go to one side. On these ones, it seems like this one's wants to go this way, and then this one locks in place on the opposite side. Like I said, just make sure before you bend your tube, because there is so much pressure involved in torque and everything, that you don't rush it or you don't cut corners and try to do it before everything's locked in place. So once you're locked in place, then we lock our hydraulics in, make sure everything's set. And now, since we're trying to bend a 90-degree angle, here on the head of your machine is your marks. So our 90 degree is here. As you can see, our indicator is just past 60 something degrees. So we're gonna take it slow and just bump it till we get to the 90. We don't want to overbend it. And there is settings on the back of the machine. You can set it to marking. So it looks like this is set to 90 already. So you're gonna go until you get your 90 or till that machine stops. And there you go. So to release the machine, you make sure that the hydraulics are open and the arm swings back to the normal position. And you just do your steps in reverse. So now what you'll have to do is, especially this is my first time using this particular machine, and even though I've used hundreds of machines just like this, each one's different. We went to the 90, and I can tell right now this isn't a 90 yet. So each machine's different. We'll have to put it back in and bend it to we get to the degree we want, and we'll check it with our square.